Welcome into Bank One Ballpark, as it was called in 2001, where the 0-1 D-backs are hosting the 2011 St. Louis Cardinals. Chris Carpenter will be starting for the St. Louis Cardinals, and Curt Schilling on the mound for the D-backs. And the D-backs will get 2 at home here, Cards will get 3 at home, and then the D-backs will get 2 home again to end the series. Fans are ready, players are ready. We are underway. Curt Schilling on the mound for the D-backs. 3 off-speed pitches in a fastball, as he faces Rafael Carl. Schilling delivers the pitch outside, that's a ball. Just a little outside for Carl, and it's 1-0. That one smacked to left, but it's foul, and it's 1-1. The pitch is to left field, and that's going to be a base hit. Gonzalez throws it in to second base, and for Carl starts off the game with a hit to left field. And now John Jay up to the dish. The pitch in there for strike 1 on the outside edge. Damian Miller behind the dish for the D-backs. Schilling goes to the same spot. Same result. John Jay looks at both fastballs on the outside edge of the plate. He goes with the curveball down low. Didn't swing. And it's 1-2 to John Jay. Pitch from Schilling. Down low again, it's 2-2. Two and two pitch from Schilling. Swing and a miss. Going to the high fastball up out of the strike zone. Gets Jay swinging, and that's 1 out for Schilling in the first. Now the big power hitter of this 2011 Cardinals offense, Albert Pujols. Pitch out, down low at the splitter, it's 1-0. Now do you test the arm of Damian Miller? If you don't, there's a chance of a double play. Swing and a miss from Pujols. A great pitch from Schilling on the inside part of the plate, down and inside. I try to pick off John for Carl. Not going to get him. Another pitch out. That's in there. Pujols looks at that fastball, and it's 1-2. That is foul. It stays 1-2 for Albert Pujols. Pitch from Schilling. Swing and a miss. on the inside fastball. Pujols gets set down. That's 2 strikeouts for Schilling, and now Matt Holliday is out to the plate. That fastball on the inside part of the plate has been really getting these Cards so far. They haven't even swung at them. Man on first, 0-1 pitch with 2 outs in the top of the first inning. They're going to send the runner, but it's going to go foul, so Furcal is going to have to go back to first. And Holliday will await the 0-2 pitch from Schilling. Outside on the curveball, it's 1-2. Holliday waits the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out, looking on the high and away fastball, and the Cards get a hit, but then go down 1-2-3 after that. Chris Carpenter on the mound for the Cards. A 2-seamer and 3 off-speed pitches for Chris Carpenter. And Yadier Molina is behind the dish for him. Tony Womack will lead it off. The pitch from Carpenter goes to the circle change to start him off. And that's a strike in the zone for Carpenter. Womack awaits the 0-1. Looks at that one too, it's 0-2. The pitch, swing and a miss. 3 pitches and a strikeout for Carpenter. Now Craig Counsell. The pitch, he's going to do a bunt, but it's going to go foul. Trying to surprise the Cardinals with a surprise bunt. Not much of a surprise anymore if he would do it again. Carpenter outside. And yes, he's not going to try for the bunt anymore. Pitch from Carpenter. Just a little inside. It's 2-1. That one's hit foul. Counsell will have to come back to the plate. The 2-2. A curve hit deep to left field, but it's not going to have enough. Holliday tracks it down. For a second, it looked like that was going to go, but it just didn't have enough power in it. And now Luis Gonzalez is up. Gonzalez up to the plate. No one on and 2 outs. A ball outside. And the pitch from Carpenter is hit into foul grounds. And now it's 1-1 to Gonzalez. The 1-1 is hit foul, and it's 1-2 to Luis Gonzalez. Carpenter on the 1-2. Hit foul by Gonzalez. Stays 1-2. And another foul ball Gonzalez will not be set down by Carpenter. He's going to try to stay alive, as any player would do. Outside, 2-2. A pretty long AB so far for Gonzalez. That one's also outside. Gonzalez works a full count. Reggie Sanders on deck. That would have been a ball and a walk if he had not swung. But he's got a little aggressive, swung at it, and it stays full. Gets some, just barely clips the bottom of the zone. A great pitch from Chris Carpenter. And the Cardinals and Chris Carpenter don't allow a hit, and they'll get back up to bat. Lance Berkman will come up to bat. I'm swiping down the plate, and we are underway here in the second inning. Schilling with his first pitch. A curveball in the strike zone, and it's 0-1 to Berkman. Goes to another curveball. This one inside, though. The pitch. Fouled off by Berkman, and it's 1-2. Schilling went to the changeup there, and Berkman got a piece of it. You could hear that one, but it's foul, straight to the ball boy. Stays 1-2. Schilling dodged the corner of the strike zone. He clips it, and that's Schilling's fourth strikeout of the game. Look at that. Perfect pitch. Now David Freese, one of the best hitters in the 2011 Cardinals, especially in Game 6. He did heroic moments in that game. Arguably one of the best games of that series. In there, 1-1 to David Freese. The D-backs most likely their best game of 2001 was their final game, Game 7, because that was that walk-off to end the World Series. Swing and a miss from David Freese, a curveball. It's 1-2. Schilling gets Freese to pop it out of play, back into the crowd. The pitch from Schilling, down low, struck him out, throw to first and out. 5 strikeouts for Schilling, Kurt Schilling. But he's allowed a hit. And now Yadier Molina is up to the plate. Swung and hit foul. Molina is the catcher for the Cards. Pitch from Schilling. Clips the corner of the zone, and it's 0-2 to Molina. That's a ball. Down low. Out of the strike zone. Called a ball. That one's hit into foul ground. Stays 1-2. Struck him out. Kurt Schilling has 6 strikeouts, and he's only allowed 1 hit. He's tearing up this 2011 Cardinals Batting order. 1-by-1. Strikes at the side. Now Reggie Sanders leads off for the D-backs. First pitch at the bottom of the second. Down low, 1-0. Pitch from Carpenter. Swung and hit. You could hear that one, but it's going to go foul. One and one to Sanders. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Carpenter is not allowed to hit. Down low, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Carpenter gets Sanders swinging his third strikeout of the day. Now Steve Finley is up. In there, strike one. When the cutter down and in. Bit of a pitching duel we have here so far. That one's hit foul. Oh, and 2 to Finley. Down low. Not going to chase that one down in the dirt. And that one's also hit foul. Bunch of foul balls here from both teams. Neither of them will be denied at the plate. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in a row for Carpenter. Two outs now in the bottom of the second. Now Matt Williams is up to face Carpenter. Swing and driven deep to right. Berkman going back to the track. The wall. It's off the wall. Berkman throws it in, and that's a double for Matt Williams. And the D-backs have their first hit off of Chris Carpenter. And it's a deep one. Almost over the wall. Just barely not though, but Mark Grace now is up. Trying to get that runner from scoring position in. Matt Williams, to be specific. That clips the corner of the zone, and it's 0-1. Oh, and 1 pitch from Carpenter. Swung over his head. Gonna get back to the wall. That's gonna score a run for the D-backs. The throw in from center field, and that's a double for Mark Grace. D-backs strike first on back-to-back doubles. They're going to intentionally walk Damian Miller. Now I got first and second with Kurt Schilling, the pitcher, coming up. Smart move by the Cardinals. On that double, it just got over Nick Punto's head, and he couldn't grab it. The pitch to Schilling, up in the zone, it's 0-1. Right down the middle, Schilling fouls it off. Can the pitcher deliver for the D-backs? 0-2 pitch to Schilling. Inside, 1-2. Grace at second. Miller at first. Schilling at the plate. Inside, struck him out. Pitcher goes down. But the D-backs score a run off of Chris Carpenter on back-to-back doubles. Matt Williams starts it off, and Mark Grace comes right back after. They get 2 hits in the inning and a run. Now, Nick Punto up to the plate to start the 3rd inning. Cardinals got to get something going of their own. That one's in there. It's 0-1 to Punto from Curt Schilling. Fouled off. 2 strikes on Punto. Hit foul. Down the right field line. Check swing, and it's a ball, and he didn't go. Barely check swing, he barely went. That one's gonna get struck out. Schilling is still tearing up this Cardinal order. 7 strikeouts. Besides the first guy in the order for the Cards, who is Rafael Carl, who got a base hit to start the game. Besides that, Curt Schilling has struck out every batter so far. And now he faces the other pitcher, Chris Carpenter. 0-2 on him. Hit deep to left. Carpenter is set down, and that breaks the strikeouts in a row with 7. And now the only guy that's gone a hit off of him, Rafael Carl. He's 1 for 1 with a single. The pitch in there for strike 1. Up high, going at for it. 0-2. Now 2 for Carl. Fouled off. The pitch from Schilling. In there. Struck him out. The dominance of Curt Schilling continues as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Cards gets it down 1-2-3. Now Womack up to the plate for the D-backs. A bunt down the 3rd base line. The throw by Freese on the Pujols and out. Womack barely cannot beat it out. A great play from David Freese to get him out. Barely any time to think in that position. You got to pick it up and then immediately throw it to first to get an out. Now Craig Cancel can't get the curve. He only gets a part of it, and it goes foul into the dugout.
1-1.
Goes to the curve again, and it's 1-1 to Council. Up there, 1-2. Now I would go down back low. Foul it off. I would go to a curveball down low or something off speed down low to get a low ground ball. But he goes up high, challenge pitch. The cutter gets him. Freeze gets under it. 2 outs here in the third. And now Luis Gonzalez struck out in the first. Hit in the foul grounds. Up high, 1-1. Hung the curve. Gonzalez only gets a part of it, or a piece of it, and it goes foul. Gonzalez fouls off another pitch from Carpenter. Keeps the at-bat alive. Down low, he's not going to chase that. 2-2. Down low again, and it's full. Reggie Sanders on deck. Gonzalez fouls off another pitch once again. That's 4 foul balls this AB. In there, struck him out. That ends the third. Carpenter gets out of it. Well, there was no one on base, but he gets him to go down, and the Cards will come back to bat again. John Jay to lead it off to face Kurt Schilling to start the inning. First pitch to start the fourth. A surprise bunt down the third base line. Throw to first. He's out. John Jay is retired by Matt Williams. Similar play to David Freeze's. And now Albert Pujols, who struck out in his first AB in the first inning. But he comes back up again. No one on base. The pitch. Swinging at the first pitch. And he fouls it off.
That's out.
Good eye there. Outside, it's 1-1 to Pujols. And that one's fouled off. You could hear that one sizzling off the bat. Pujols up the gap, trips over. That's at least a double. Will he attempt 3? No, he's going to stay at 2. This is a good position if you're the Cardinals. Pujols smacks one into the right center gap for a double. Finley misses it. Sanders has to pick it up. Pujols swings on that down low fastball. And now Matt Holliday has a chance to get him to the plate.
1-0.
Inside 1-0. And if Matt Holliday gets Pujols to the plate, we have a tie ball game. First hit since the first inning on Kurt Schilling. Fouled off. It's 1-1. To Matt Holliday. Inside on the curveball. It's 2-1 to Holliday. Crowd boos. Broken bat popped up. Schilling gets it. That's 2 outs. One piece of the broken bat got 3/4 the way to second base. Now Lance Berkman on 2 outs, trying to get Pujols to the plate. Struck out his first time up. The pitch by Schilling. In there on the curveball, 1-1.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Outside on the changeup, 2-1 to Berkman. The pitch to Berkman. Popped up into left field. Pujols coming home. Gonzalez underneath it. Makes the catch. That retires the side. And the D-backs will come back up to bat in the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, Reggie Sanders is up. First pitch, swung on and hit out of play. But hit hard out of play.
Ball 1.
Can't find the strike zone there. It's 1-1. MVP chance for Reggie Sanders. Swing and a miss on the curve.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2. Carpenter delivers. Swung and hit foul. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Throw to first and out. Steve Finley now, the center fielder, up to the dish. Pitch from Carpenter. In there, bottom of the strike zone, it's 0-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Up high. Just barely.
Ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss on the curve. Nice spot there from Carpenter. Gets Finley swinging, that's 1-2.
Ball 2.
Up and way out of the way with 2-2. Swing and driven to right, but it's just barely going to go foul. In there, strike 3. Finley goes down. 8th strikeout for Carpenter. And now Matt Williams is up. He hit a double last time, and the guy after him, Mark Grace, hit a double last time he was up 2, which gave them that run. Williams was the 1 run. Down low in the bottom of the strike zone, it's 0-1. Same situation here as last time they were up. There were 2 outs, no one on, and they managed to get a run with a 2-out rally. 0-2 pitch, a curve, hit deep to left. It's going to go far, but it's not going to go out because it's foul. It's going to hit the net, actually. Hit a little on the ground, throw it to second. Punto throws on to first. And the 4th inning is over. And we go to the 5th. A pitching duel nonetheless. David Freese, Yadier Molina, and Nick Punto due up. David Freese up, who's supposed to be wearing number 23. Outside 1-0. Swinging and driven to right. Out of play. Into the crowd. That one's also hit foul back into the net. One ball and 2 strike count on Freese. Swing and a miss on the splitter. Schilling gets Freese to swing. He's got his 9th strikeout of the day. Now Yadier Molina will come up to the dish. Check swing, says he goes, 0-1 count. First time Molina came up, he struck out. Just barely clips the inside part of the plate. 2 strikes now on Molina. Kurt Schilling's ready and he delivers inside. 1-2, trying to get him swinging on that fastball. Down and in. Molina does not go for it. He swings at that one and it goes into the crowd. Also fouled off by Molina. Foul once again by Molina. 3 foul balls in a row now. He will not be denied at the plate. But he will here. Struck him out on the fastball. 10th strikeout for Kurt Schilling. Molina goes a little too early on the swing. And it was on the outside part of the plate, outside the strike zone, and he goes for the fastball. And it's an out. 10 strikeouts. Not even through 5 yet for Kurt Schilling. And now Nick Punto is up to the plate. Struck out last time he was up.
No strike.
2-0 to Punto. 1 ball down low, 1 ball up high. Where will he go now? Up high again, 3-0. In there, 3-1. Catches the inside as part of the plate. A low grounder to Tony Womack, throw to first. Grace catches it, and that's an out. Mark Grace, Damian Miller, and Kurt Schilling due up for the D-backs.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks, the first baseman.
Mark Grace had an RBI double in the second last time he was up. Grace going aggressive to start off the at-bat. A low grounder to short. Throw it at first. That's an out on Mark Grace. And now the catcher Damian Miller will come up. First pitch to start the at-bat is outside on the curve. 1-0. Roped into foul ground. Swing and a miss on the curve. Carpenter keeps going back to that. And he will keep going back to that if they're not going to be able to hit it.
2-2 down.
Swing and a miss down low. Molina throws on to first.
Got him.
It's out. And Chris Carpenter has his 9th strikeout. A very big pitching duel here. 9 strikeouts for Carpenter. 10 for Schilling. 19 in total. And if he strikes out Schilling, they will both have the same amount of strikeouts through 5. Schilling goes after the first pitch. It's 0-1. In there. 0-2 to the pitcher. Struck him out. Both pitchers have 10 strikeouts through 5. Kurt Schilling, who just struck out to Chris Carpenter, and Chris Carpenter has 10. Both have 10 to 20 in total. Chris Carpenter, well, start the at-bat. They just faced each other, but the other way around. Carpenter will fly ball with the fastball straight down the middle of the plate. Sanders is underneath it. 1 out in the 6th. D-backs still have a 1-0 lead. That might be all they need if Schilling is going to pitch this well. For Carl, now he's 1 for 2. He struck out, and he has a single. This time he's going to foul it off.
That's a ball.
Curveball down low, 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Ball, that's out.
Curveball just outside, 2-1. Both pitchers have allowed 2 hits. 2-2. Only difference between the both of them is that both hits happen. A grounder to short. Womack, a jump throw, Jeter style, but he's safe. For Carl, gets on with a base hit, he ran it out. And that is a great attempt at trying to get him out, but it does not work. Just barely beats it out. A great throw from Womack, though. Maybe beats it by about couple tenths of a second. What I was going to say, though, was that the Cards have not stringed across hits in the same inning. They've had 3 hits and 3 separate innings, whereas the Diamondbacks' 2 hits have happened in the same inning, and they were both doubles, which allowed the run to score. Schilling with a man on first and a 1-out count on John Jay. The pitch out, down low, 2-0. Up high, 3-0. Pujols on deck. We have not had a walk yet that wasn't intentional. John Jay knows he's gonna either throw a ball or he's gonna throw it in the strike zone, but he looks at the fastball straight down the middle. 3-1. Check up on for Carl. He's back. Fouled off, full count. About an inning ago, Curt Schilling got a 3-0 count on one of the batters, but he managed to strike him out. Now that you're on a full count, you gotta attack the zone. Bit risky on those outside pitches. Hard to locate. And if you don't, it could be outside the zone and a walk. That one's hit deep to center. Finley coming in on the plate. He's gonna make the catch. 2 outs in the top of the 6th now. Pujols has a double, and he's 1 for 2. He struck out his first time. Second time he had a double on a low fastball. They're going to try stealing, throw a high, and he gets him! For Carl does not manage to get to second. A great throw from Damian Miller. Bounced off the ground. Curt Schilling did a pitch out last second, and that got him out. Womack to start the bottom of the 6th. In there for strike 1. Looks at the fastball almost down the middle. Up the middle. Can't get through. Throw it to first. That's an out. For Carl, threw him out. Now Craig Counsell. Pitch there. Starts him off the fastball too. And it's 0-1. Pitch by Carpenter way inside. 1-1. Pitch from Carpenter, swing and a miss, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Carpenter's had to pitch at least 10 pitches an inning. And that one's hit foul. That was pitch number 6 of the inning. That one's that side. Counsell stays alive. A pitch from Carpenter. Swings and a miss at the fastball straight down the middle. Counsell not happy about that. 11th strikeout for Carpenter. Gonzalez has struck out twice. If he strikes out a 3rd time, that's a golden sombrero. 0-1 to Gonzalez. Swung and hit over for Carl's head. That's a base hit for Luis Gonzalez.
The right fielder, number 16.
Now Reggie Sanders, he struck out twice too. A golden sombrero, if you don't know, is striking out 3 times in the same game. A platinum sombrero is 4 strikeouts. Pitch to Sanders, down low with the fastball, 0-1. Gonzalez on first, 2 outs. Up the middle for Carl, has it, throw to second, force out, ends the 6th. And we go to the 7th. 3 hits for both teams, but the D-backs have the one and only run this game. Pujols, Holiday, and Berkman due up for the Cards. Pujols was up last inning, but they tried to steal, Carl tried to steal, and it did not work.
That's a ball. Counts 1-0.
Down low, Bautista and Swindell are working in the bullpen for the D-backs. 88 pitches for Curt Schilling, but he's been dominating, but that's ball 2.
2-0.
So is Chris Carpenter. They've both been doing great. 2-1 now.
1 strike.
Two and 2 now on Pujols. A low grounder back to Schilling. Throw to first. 1 out in the 7th. Now Matt Holliday. A strikeout and a lineout. He's 0 for 2. I would assume you maybe bring out Curt Schilling after this inning, but we'll have to see. Curveball just a little down low. It's 1-0. '94th pitch for Curt Schilling is popped up into foul grounds. Sanders coming in on it. Can he make it there? No, because it's going to go into the crowd. Or hit the net, top of the net, and bounce back in. 1-1 to Holiday. The pitch hit to right into the crowd. One and 2 pitch from Schilling.
2-2.
Outside, trying to get him to chase, but he won't. 2-2. 2011 Cards need to get something rolling now. One of these next innings, he hits it deep into right. Finley tracking it down. It's going to fall in front of Sanders. Not going to test for 2. A very long single for Matt Holliday. And now Lance Berkman is up. I would assume if another hit happens, Curt Schilling will be out of this game. Hit deep to center. Finley going back. Underneath it, he's going to make the out. Throw in. 2 outs now in the 7th. Now David Freese with 2 strikeouts. Curt Schilling almost at 100 pitches now. He's at 98. 99 now on that ball. The pitch to Freese. In there on the curveball. 1-1, he looks at it. 70 strikes and 30 balls for Curt Schilling. 100 pitches now. And they're going to let him keep pitching. And I they're probably going to take him out after this inning. A very dominant performance from Curt Schilling. A foul ball from Freese. But Chris Carpenter has also had a very dominant performance. Pitch to Freese. Swing and a miss. That's either K number 11 or 12 for Schilling, but he gets through 7. Freese has 3 strikeouts.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks,
Steve Finley with 2 strikeouts too.
Finley.
The World Series MVP, David Freese, for the Cards, has had 3 strikeouts so far. Finley fouls it off. And the World Series MVP for the D-backs,
2 strikes.
co-MVPs, Curt Schilling and Randy Johnson. Show you why Curt Schilling has been dominant. Chris Carpenter gets another strikeout, 12 to be exact. Dominant performance from him.
The third baseman, Matt Williams.
1 for 2 for Matt Williams, a double. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Carpenter's keeping these Cards in the game with his performance on pitching. That one's fouled off. 0-2. Carpenter's also coming up on 100 pitches. He's at 91. A little less than Schilling. That's hit into right field. Gonna fall right in front of Berkman. Base hit. Matt Williams is on with a single. So he's a single and a double. He's 2 for 3 now. Now Mark Grace is up. He has a double. 1 out and a man on first. That man being Matt Williams. That one's in there with the curve. 0-1. Popped up in a foul grounds. Freese coming after it. Underneath it. Makes the catch. I will fix David Freese's number after this game if I can switch it to 23 and fix other numbers too, if there are any others. Apologies for the numbers if the numbers are wrong. Damian Miller up to the plate. Hit deep into the gap. Going back is John Jay. That's back to the wall. That should score 1 possibly. Miller not going to attempt the throw to home. And the D-backs have a 2-0 lead. Matt Williams has made it to home 2 times now. He's been both runs for the D-backs. Damian Miller now with the double for the D-backs. And they lead 2-0. A pinch hitter, Rubio DeRozo, is pinch hitting as the 9th spot. They're going to intentionally walk him. Carpenter's going to stay in, and they're pinch hitting him because Curt Schilling will be out in the 8th inning. Carpenter is not going to get out because it's 1st and 2nd. And he let a run, but a dominant performance nonetheless. 12 strikeouts for Chris Carpenter. Now coming in is Mark Repskin. Rezimski. Something along the lines of that. Anyway, Rezimski is now in Womack to face him with first and second. Womack is 0 for 3. The left-hander is in there. Lynn is working in the bullpen for the Cards. Womack trying to deliver for the Cards for some more insurance. Popped up in the right. Berkman going after it. Makes the catch in foul grounds. What a play. But Damian Miller hits one hard into the left center field gap to give the D-backs a 2-0 lead over the Cards. Miguel Bautista is now pitching. He's got 5 pitches to work with. And Molina has 2 strikeouts to start the 8th. The Cards have 6 outs to get 2 runs.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Ball 1 to Molina. Check swing, but he went. 1-1 now to Molina. Bautista
Ball, that's low.
goes to the same spot. Molina doesn't swing this time. 2-1. A fouled off. 2-2 now to Yadier Molina. Into the crowd, foul ball. Stays 2-2 to Molina. Bautista. The pitch. Down low, 3-2, full count. Nick Punto on deck. That's foul. Molina trying to work a walk here. Or a base hit. Base hit's also good. The pitch. Up high. There's that walk. First walk that wasn't intentional this game. Now Nick Punto is up. He's 0 for 2. Man on first. This is a good position for the Cards. Bautista delivers the pitch in there on the outside edge of the plate. In there, 0-2 to Punto.
Nope.
Up and away, 1-2 to Nick Punto with Yadier Molina on first. Clips the corner, struck him out. Bautista gets an out with a nice slider on the inside part of the plate. Punto checks, thought he was going to go, and then held up, and he was in the zone anyway. Now Chris Carpenter, even though he got pulled out, they're just going to let him hit. He tries to bunt, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2. Trying to bunt again. Gets it down. Bautista picks it up, throws to first, and out. Now a man in scoring position with 2 outs. And Rafael for Carl, the man you want up right now. 2 for 3, 2 singles. Probably your best hitter so far in this game. Bautista delivers, puts it in the strike zone with the slider. He's 0-1 on for Carl. Molina at second. For Carl at the plate. The pitch down to second base. The throw to first in time. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Counsel, Gonzalez, Sanders due up. Counsel is 0 for 3 with a strikeout, flyout, and pop out. A lineout would complete the entire set.
That's a ball.
Rhodes and Lynn working in the pen for the Cardinals. Rozemski gets Counsel not swinging because he tried to bunt, but he misses bunt, so now it's 1-1.
Ball.
A little low, 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off. Stays 2-2 to Craig Counsel. Mark Rozemski on the 2-2 pitch. Popped up into the crowd. Rozemski delivers to Counsel. Swing and a miss on the slider, high in the zone. High and out of the zone. And a strikeout for Rozemski. And now Luis Gonzalez got a single last time and he has 2 strikeouts. D-backs, all they're looking for is for some insurance. Strike 1. Strike 2, he clips the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
1 ball.
Down low, 1-2. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts on the inning for Rozemski. And now Reggie Sanders comes up to the dish for the D-backs. The number 4 hitter, the cleanup hitter. The left-hander delivers inside on the slider, 1-0. 2 strikeouts and a groundout for Sanders.
Ball, that's
Just a little outside, 2-0. Hit hard, but into foul grounds. It's 2-1 on Reggie Sanders. A little grounder to second base. Punto has it, throw on to Pujols. That ends the 8th, and the Cardinals need a miracle. They have 3 outs to get 2 runs. John Jay, Albert Pujols, and Matt Holliday due up. Byung-Hun Kim comes in for the D-backs to close it out. John Jay, strikeout, flyout, groundout. So here we go. 3 outs for the Cards. Underhand pitcher gets to work with 1 strike. On Jay. Kim's second pitch. In there, 0-2. John Jay looks at both fastballs.
One ball.
Way inside, 1-2. Almost got away from him. That struck him out. That motion on the underhand really confused his hitters, because that fastball, from this point of view, looks like it's going up like a rising fastball, but it is only going straight. Now Pujols, swing and a miss, and off-speed pitches look like they start going up and then head down halfway through to the plate. Popped up at a foul grounds with Grace going after it, but it's into the net. You need to start getting hits right now, Pujols. 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Need to work something. You just need to get on base. Pujols swings at that. Popped up. 1 out left for the D-backs. Craig Counsell catches that one. And now, last chance, last out, last gasp for the Cards is Matt Holliday. 2 outs in the 9th. He swings and hits one into right. Sanders going after it. It's going to go into the net. 0-1 on Holliday. He's 1 for 3. Kim goes to work. He throws. Pitch. It's in there. 0-2 on the circle change. Swing and a miss. Holliday goes after that slider on the outside part of the plate. D-backs win game 1 of this best of 7. 2-0. Two runs and 5 hits for the D-backs. 0 runs and 4 hits for the Cards. Byung-Hyun Kim only needed 11 pitches in the 9th to get the job done and close it out. I'm Crawford, your one and only announcer, and I'll see you in the next series. We'll come back to this one after we go through all the other series game 1s first. D-backs win 2-0.